I don't want my team to do SAT prep because they don't want to do it, and I don't want to force them to do something they don't want to do. That is the most insanely idiotic thing that I have seen parents tell me in regards to SAT prep. For those of you guys that don't know me yet, my name is Jared Wynn. I'm the founder and director of Geometry Guru's SAT prep. And at this point in my career, I've helped hundreds of students increase their SAT scores so they can go to their dream colleges or qualify for scholarships. And in today's video, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Jared, my team doesn't want to do SAT prep, so I do not want to force him or her to do something that they don't want to do. Well, here's the shocking reality, family. That's exactly how they got into this exact same situation in the first place. A lot of you guys have teens that are like scoring in the 1100s, the 1200s, and they're stuck there because A, they probably were just too lazy to do anything, or B, they just didn't have a structure in place that will diagnose their weaknesses, give them the accountability that they need to be successful, whatever. Right? And then they'll go ahead and tell you, oh yeah, I don't want to force them to do anything you don't want to do. That doesn't make any sense. And you guys want your kids to be going to top 20, top 25, even top 5 universities. They want to go to Ivy League schools. Do you see how those two mindsets, they just do not clash? Because reality is, if you want to go to an Ivy League school, or forget an Ivy League school, if you want to go to a top 50 school even, you're going to have to do things that you do not want to do. Not just getting into that university, but actually staying in that university and getting a job out of that university. So when you tell your kid, or when you tell people, yeah, I don't want my teen to do something that they don't want to do, you are setting them up for complete failure. Because what happens is they're going to be like, yeah, mom and dad is right. I don't need to do studying. I don't need to prepare properly. I don't need to take care of myself because I don't want to do it. That just doesn't make any sense, family. So by the time they go to classes, do you think they're going to want to study for their exams? Do you think they're going to want to go and network with other people? Do you think that they're going to want to keep their bodies in shape when they're in college? No, nobody actually wants to do those things. So when you say this at a young age, 15 to 17 years old, that you don't want them doing something they don't want to do, then that is a very harsh mindset that is going to follow them for the rest of their lives. All right? Because again, so many students, they're just like, yeah, I don't have structure. I don't have accountability. I don't have someone to identify my weaknesses. And then they don't want to get help. Yeah, then you're going to stay exactly where you're at any point in time. It's like you're trying to lose weight. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, I want to lose weight to look better. I want to lose weight to, have more fun at the beach, whatever, right? But I don't want to actually track my calories. I don't want to actually do the walking. I don't want to actually exercise. Do you see how horrific that mindset could be, right? Just for anything? So the fact is that if you keep enabling your teens to just do whatever they want to do and not what you want them to do, then reality is they're just going to stay in the exact same spot or even worse when it comes down to it. Like, you guys need to remember, you are the leader in this relationship. Your team does not lead you. It is your responsibility. Yes, it is partially their responsibility as well, but mostly it is your responsibility to make sure that your kid does the things that they need to do so that they can be great adults in society 10, 20 years down the line. It is your duty. It is your responsibility to get your team the help that they need. For example, let's say when they were 10 years old, they were like, oh, mom, dad, I want to eat 10,000 cookies, right? You're like, no, you're not going to eat 10,000 cookies. What is the difference between then and now? 7 years? Yeah, except now the decisions actually matter. The inputs actually matter. And if you want your team to actually succeed, this is your wake-up call to be like, yeah, maybe I need to make a change. Maybe I do need to make sure that my team gets used to doing the things that they're not happy about, doing things that they don't want to do. Because delayed gratification is going to be the number one skill that your team will ever have in anything in their life. So if you rob them of that opportunity now, when they have realistically no consequences, then you are just going to set them up for failure. So the moral of the story, family, is yes, your teen is never gonna like it, but it is your responsibility to make sure that they get in a plan or a structure to make sure that they have the best recipe possible for success. If you guys need help applying this to your teen's unique situation, go ahead and send me an email, send me a DM, right? I'd be more than happy to help you guys out, no obligations. Until then, have a great rest of your day.